Hey, it's Yash. So I wanted to introduce this group that we're starting. I'm calling it like an advanced semen retention group because we want to get the people in there that you feel you have no choice. You have to do this. Your inner higher self wants you to basically do what you're supposed to do, which is not do PMO and preserve your energy. Not because it's like a good idea, not because you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this so then I can get more girls and then I can go, act a fool, but I won't suffer the consequences because I'll have energy. See, a lot of people are using semen retention for like the wrong motives, wrong purpose. I understand, I did it too. So this group, we're gonna focus more on like, what are the pitfalls? What are the obstructions, which are usually mental, that your mind's trying to tell you to throw you off this journey? Because it gets strong. The emotions, the thoughts, the obsessive compulsive thoughts backed with energy to go do these things you know you shouldn't do. It gets so strong like you can't help it. You have to do it. And then you beat yourself up because you still don't realize like what we're doing. This isn't a small time thing that we're doing. Why is nobody hardly doing it? Not only are they not doing it, the average person just thinks you're stupid for doing it. Why? Because like, this is hard, man. It's much easier to go out and make a bunch of money than it is to do this. Money just requires whatever, a little bit of intelligence, a little focus on, selling something and boom, you can make some money. This is an inner strength. This is inner muscle. Most people don't have inner muscles. They got physical muscles. They ain't got gains like this, but they got some muscles. But we're talking about like spiritual muscles. This world doesn't advocate that. You don't learn that in school. See, they want you to, the mainstream society conditioning is a proponent of physical gains and mental gains, intellectual gains. There's plenty of walking encyclopedias walking around just parroting stuff, but they have no inner power. Can't do semen retention. That's how you find out what you're made out of. You do something like this. So it's difficult. And a lot of you are gonna suffer for a while because you're like undoing generations of like habitual insanity, which is like being a slave to your sexual instinct. So we're like trying to undo that. So you're gonna face some inner friction. That's normal. But here's the thing. The thing with the group, when you're in a group and you're around a bunch of other people going through the same thing, you start to realize like, wait a minute, like, okay, I guess this is normal. See, because I can tell you that this suffering is normal all day long, but somehow, then the mind can say, well, he's different, or he's older, or he's been doing it for a while, or he's special, or whatever the mind comes up with. But when you hear from other people, they have the same questions, the same obstructions, basically, then something inside you accept that this is hard. When you accept something's hard, you get when you surrender to that, your inner strength starts to activate. This is the principle of surrender. You want to access your inner power. Mental power is not enough. Willpower is not enough. Those things are cool. We need those for practical things. But when we're doing something existential, like some real badass stuff, you need inner power. Semen retention is one of those things you need inner power. Most people don't have access to their inner power. This is a different kind of inner power. A different kind of power. All right, so when we're in a group, you start to realize like, whoa, okay, I get it. This is difficult, but I can do it. Your inner power says, yeah, it's okay, I can do it though. So you need to hear that. You need to be in that energy field. There's a saying that says when two or more are gathered in the name of like truth, you get more power. I've been to a retreat before where there was about 1,000 people in there, and they were all, for the most part, you always get mixed levels, that's normal, but they were all really dedicated to like finding truth. And it was a very powerful atmosphere. You can get addicted to that stuff too. It's like, when's the next retreat? When's the next group? So we have to be careful of that. The only purpose of the groups are to strengthen your resolve to do what you know you need to do. This is what it is. And I like charging a little money because it weeds out the people who aren't serious. Money has a bunch of advantages. Not only does it allow me to continue to live, because I live in this world too, and I don't have time to do anything else when I'm doing this YouTube thing that I'm doing. There's just no time. I can't even do this hardly. So it's not like I can go get another job and then do this also. No, this is my job. This is how I make money. And so that's one benefit. And the other benefit is it gets rid of the people who aren't really serious, because we want a group that's tight, because then it's more powerful. Okay, so I wanted to introduce that. We're going to go over things like like I say, mental obstructions. We're going to look through that. We're going to talk about lifestyle habits. We're going to talk about edging and lust, which is the core. That's the core issue that causes the whole PMO to begin with. It's this subtle lust that's in the mind. That doesn't go away with time and age. You don't become 80 years old and then say, oh, good, now I'm free of it. No, it gets worse when you get older if you don't check it. It gets worse because now, if you get old enough, your equipment don't work, and then you're still stuck in this lust and you can't like act it out anymore. That's a definition of hell, actually. Okay, so we need to like fix that while we're still young. At the same time, when you're in your 20s, yeah, the life force is super strong. It's supposed to be. God made it like that, so then you can go have babies and populate the planet. Unless you're like me, you escape that net. I don't want to have babies. Some people say, why don't you, that's not normal. You don't want to have babies. Ask God why I don't want to have babies. It's not a personal choice. That's not my thing. I'm here making videos. I don't have time. See, this is my destiny. I probably had babies in previous lives, so I don't need to have them this life. But regardless, this group is for those, if you want to have babies and a wife, that's totally like normal. It's fine. If you don't want to have them, that's also normal. Everything's normal. But we want to get in touch with our inner power and realize our true destiny. You can't realize your true destiny if we're stuck in PMO. It's impossible. Because you're going to be stuck in darkness, and then that's going to reveal a different, lower level destiny. You want to find your highest destiny. So this video is on my website, but if you're watching it on YouTube, because I'm posting it on YouTube also, you can go to my website, and I put the link in the description box. Okay, and then that will give you the instructions and how to join and all that. So good. I look forward to seeing you guys. I think it'll be fun, actually. And I think it'll be good. Good for you, good for me, good for the planet. There you go. Talk to you soon.